With the increase in number of cancer cases, it's sad to know that 1 in 10 Indians will develop cancer in their lifetime, according to a recent WHO report. So, what can be done? Where should we look for an answer? Is the solution only in labs, or does nature have an answer? Well, our very own mighty Himalayas have a promising solution in the form of a gymnosperm species known as Himalayan yew, which is botanically known as Taxus volusiana. It is known to yield precursors for the anti-cancer drug paclitaxel. Before proceeding, let's discuss what all will we be dealing with in this video. We'll be discussing nomenclature or the naming of the plant, location of Taxus volusiana, and its uses and the need to conserve the species. Himalayan yew is called Thuner or Thuna or Thuno in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. It's called Talis Patra in Sanskrit. Now, let's talk about the name of the plant and its distribution. What is the journey of its name? Well, it's quite interesting as most of the literature before the year 2000, only the species Taxus volusiana was recognized as native to the Himalayan mountain chain, was often referred to as Taxus baccata. However, more recently, all of the populations occurring from central Nepal westward to northern Pakistan and Afghanistan have been assigned to the species Taxus contorta. In this map, the distribution of Taxus contorta and Taxus volusiana is shown. The blue dots represent population of Taxus contorta and the red dots represent populations of Taxus volusiana. In conclusion, we can call Taxus contorta as Western Himalayan yew and Taxus volusiana as Eastern Himalayan yew. Our main focus is going to be on Eastern Himalayan yew. Now, to be specific, let's take a look at the distribution of various species of Taxus. But let's focus on Taxus volusiana. It's marked with purple or violet shade. The areas where Taxus volusiana is found include Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Darjeeling Hills, in West Bengal, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. But how does this tree look like? What are the characteristic features of it? The trees are slow growing and can live for very long. The stem is short and thick with reddish brown appearance of bark which peels off very easily. As Himalayan yew is dioecious, which means male and female reproductive parts are borne separately on different plants, the male cones occur singly and they have a globose head connected to axil with a stalk. In case of female cones, when they are immature, the nude poisonous seed is seen with no aril surrounding it. But when it's mature, a thickened fleshy aril is present around the seed. The red aril is derived from the scale of the cone. As a result, the seed appears as a red fruit or berry. Based on this berry appearance of seed, originally the name given to the plant was Taxus baccata, as baccata in Latin means berry-like or pulpy. Leaves are different as compared to other common gymnosperms like Pinus. Leaves are not needle-like, but they are flat, lanceolate and dark green in color. Talking about phyllotaxy, which means arrangement of leaves, they are spirally arranged on the stem but with base twisted to align the leaves in two flat rows either side of the stem, and leaves lack resin unlike Pinus. If we talk about roots, the plants have a long taproot system without any mycorrhizal association. But why are we even bothered about this species? I mean, it sure must have a ton of other uses other than yielding an anti-cancer alkaloid paclitaxel. This species is almost divine with so many uses and supporting livelihood of the locals. The uses are worth paying special attention to. But before discussing about the uses, one should be very careful as all the parts of the plant except the fleshy aril are potentially poisonous, and one should be careful about the concentration while using the plant parts. We can classify the uses based on the plant parts. The first category is anti-cancer compound. The bark and the leaves of Himalayan yew contain alkaloid compounds called taxanes, which are a source of the anti-cancer drug paclitaxel, which is sold under the brand name called Taxol. Other than that, the medicinal uses include antispasmodic effects of leaves and fruits to relieve spasms, and the leaves are also used in the treatment of asthma, bronchitis, hiccups, epilepsy, and indigestion. Talking about its wood, tree branches are used as fuel wood and animal bedding. Its wood is also used to make musical instruments, incense, and wooden utensils. Red fleshy aril, which surrounds the seeds, are consumed as wild fruits and as jams. Bark is used as substitute for tea. But wait, Himalayan yew is at the brink of extinction. This species is listed as endangered in IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. As discussed before, Himalayan yew yields paclitaxel, which is an anti-cancer compound. That is why the species gets exploited by various pharma companies and due to lack of awareness among locals. And due to the low success rates of regeneration and biotechnology techniques, the situation is worsening. In the next video, we'll be discussing about recent researches and initiatives taken in order to conserve Himalayan yew. We'll be looking at biotechnology techniques which are being employed in this direction. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos.